Good morning. Welcome to my humble space. We're at Woodstock Power HQ in Port Richmond, Philadelphia. Here to hopefully give you guys some information, make you guys a little bit better informed from a consumer perspective. If you're in the market for a generator, you might be comparing what are the pros and cons of buying a new generator versus a used generator. Hopefully I'm going to give you guys a little bit of pointers, a little bit of tips to help you guys make the right decision for your specific application. So I guess there's a lot of different factors. And I'll break it down to, first of all, there's the price. And I'll go into that a little bit more, but I'll move on to the availability. Generators now especially oftentimes have a long lead time. One of the best cases to be made for a used generator is you need a generator in a pinch. You can't wait 50 weeks for a new generator. I don't think anybody's going to pitch you buying a used generator in X amount of time. Usually a used generator is available, it's ready to ship, and that's one of the key benefits of buying a used generator. If you want to buy a used generator in 52 weeks and 60 weeks, feel free to reach out. Obviously happy to entertain and to help provide that service, but generally used generator, one of the key benefits is that it's available, it's ready to ship. As a downside to that, you might have to make accommodations for the way that your facility is set up. If a generator is available, it's ready to ship, it wasn't built specifically for the function that you guys intended to. So for instance, let's say you're putting it in a cold climate and it doesn't have a block heater, you can make accommodations. You could add a block heater oftentimes to a unit like that, but it's not going to be built exactly to the application that you guys have in mind. So that would be a drawback for buying a used generator. You might have to be flexible about how the type of enclosure, the way that it's set up. Another, I guess, challenge for buying a used generator that we face all the time, and we try to help, guide our clients through that process, is to put all the information for a used generator together. If you have an electrical contractor, general contractor, you have somebody else who's doing the installation, a lot of times the way they're accustomed to working on these used generators, or on new generator installations, is by having a detailed submittals presented to them. They know this is where the gas line comes in, this is where the breaker comes up, this is where the conduit is, these are the dimensions for the machine itself. I mean, we do a pretty good job of trying to communicate that type of stuff to the client so that they know exactly what to expect. If you're pouring a pad, these are the dimensions that you should be looking out for. This is where the stub up would come in, and we could try to help put together all that information to communicate the key points about the generator. Maybe the fuel consumption, something that they would otherwise have on the submittals packet that might be a little bit harder to piece together, and that's what we do here at Woodstock Power. We try to get that information, piece it together from the used pieces of equipment, communicate it to the client so that they have all the right information that they need to make their decision. Another key part about a reason why a lot of people like to go with the used generators are the simplicity of the machines. If you're dealing with a machine that's 20 years old, it might be mechanically injected fuel system. You're not going to have a digital control panel. It might not have any sort of the tier emissions, no DEF filters, none of that type of stuff. So I mean that could be a big benefit to a lot of people when they're trying to make a decision on whether or not to buy a used versus a new generator. So I'll try to get into price a little bit more. So price is obviously a huge factor, trying to make as cost-conscious decisions as possible when we're in business. So I'll go through maybe a couple of different machines and new product versus used product, try to communicate to you kind of the value and what you can expect if you're the cost savings associated with it. Generally, I think it's about 50% that you could save going used versus new. Sometimes if you buy something a little bit on the newer side, it might be a specific type of machine that might be a little bit more than 50% if you're buying it used versus new. But if you're buying a new 150 kW Kohler, which we have new 150 kW Kohlers in stock, you probably expect to pay in the mid $50,000 range for the generator. If you're buying it used, you can find an older machine anywhere from probably $15,000, $20,000 up to, I want to say, in the mid 30s. So, if you buy something super new model, 5 years old, in very low hours, you can probably expect to pay closer to the mid 30 range. If you're finding something, late 90s, early 2000s model, you could probably expect to pay in the $15,000 to $20,000 range for that machine, which is probably a little bit greater than a 50% cost savings. I can model another size, a 250 kW generator. We have new 250 kW Kohler diesel generators in stock. I can maybe do some examples of gas units as well, but you're probably looking in the high $70,000 range for a new Kohler product right now. If you're looking to buy a used one, we have, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 of those available in stock ready to ship. You're looking for anywhere from in the $25,000 range up to close to about, I don't know, 45, 50 grand. So the range, there's a big range as far as the used generators go. When you get to the larger machines, if you get to some of the mobile products and stuff like that, the cost difference can be stark. It could be you're paying 30 cents on the dollar for the used piece of equipment versus the new piece of equipment. On the gas side, I mean, gas is we sell a whole range of products. You're probably looking for a 150 kW gas unit in the $60,000 range. On the used side, you comfortably get it in the 30,000 or less range. Thank you very much. And we're here to answer any questions, any project-specific questions. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to anybody on our team. Woodstock Power's phone number is 610-658-3242. We appreciate the opportunity to work with everybody and let us know what you think about this content. I think Kevin's doing a pretty good job putting out informative content, stuff that shines light on stuff that people are considering when they're trying to make a decision for backup power. So give us feedback, let us know what you think, like and subscribe. See you later.